The scientific reason why being fat is disgusting. I just got finished doing about 3.6 miles at a pace of 9 minutes and 20 seconds per mile. That's a pretty normal daily run for me. I was a little bit tired today because I drank 10 beers last night before going to bed. So, you know, instead of coming up with excuses and reasons why I should not get out and run and get hot and sweaty while I have a hangover, I instead say, fuck that. I'm gonna run through the hangover and I'm gonna get myself healthy. I don't believe in excuses. Now, title of the video is Scientific Reason Why Being Fat is Disgusting. And I'm gonna tell you, you are a combination of nature versus nurture. You are your genetic code running constantly, being read through your cells, giving instructions, telling your cells what proteins to synthesize. This in turn generates your metabolism, that which is what you are. Consciousness is a product of metabolism. Without metabolism, you don't have consciousness. Look at a rock, and you will see not much metabolism, not much consciousness. Now, your DNA does not know what's going on in the world. Your DNA has no idea what's going on in the world. It just reacts via evolution. There's a stupid dog. So, you have 1.4 billion years of evolution inside of you, roughly. You are the product of over 1 billion years of evolution. The instincts that are inside of you were given to you partly by birth and partly by nature. Remember, you're nature versus nurture. So half of you is nature, half of you is the genetic nature. That is your instincts, that is your inclination, that is who you are. If you're the son or daughter of alcoholic parents, you probably have that gene as well. You probably have that inclination to alcoholism. But that's not the summation of all that you are. You are also nurtured. You can make decisions. You can decide whether or not to do something. You can decide whether or not to take a drink. You can decide whether or not to go for a run, go for exercise. These decisions are greatly helped and expanded upon when you have proper nurturing environment growing up as a child. This normally takes the form of good parents. Now, why is fat disgusting? The half of you that is genetic, the half of you that is not currently modern Homo sapien sapien living in these villages that we call cities, that half of you does not know how disease works, does not know how disease is transmitted, does not know how being unhealthy, being morbidly unhealthy works. Nobody ever told our genetic code how the germ disease theory works. So what it does is it just makes an assumption through your instincts, right? That being near disease, being near death and sickness, there's a chance it can jump to you, right? It can come off of your skin, jump onto me. Now, our genes did not know how that happened, but they knew that it did happen. And nowadays we know via our minds and scientific method that it happens with the germ theory of disease. Germs carry disease. Now, that half of you that is nature, that your genetic code, is going to look at a morbidly obese person and goes, ew, get that away from me. It's disgusting. I don't want it on me. I don't want it near me. I don't want it jumping off, getting onto me and me catching it. So half of you are naturally revolted, just absolutely revolted by morbid obesity because you don't want to end up that way. And so your instincts is telling you to get away. Now, the other half is the nurture. That's the issue that the fat acceptance movement wants to stay in. They don't want to talk about the previous 50% of you. They want to talk about the latter 50% of you only, as though you were a one-dimensional being. And you are not a one-dimensional being. They are trying to lessen you as a creature. Now, they want to talk about society's acceptance and the mental cognition of acceptance of fat. But why would we want to be accepting of something that is unhealthy? If they had any evidence that being fat is healthy or preferable or beneficial, they should advance it. But nobody's been able to advance that kind of evidence ever. So it's disgusting, and your genes know it. Your DNA knows it. Your DNA knows that it's disgusting, and knows that it's wrong, knows that it's unhealthy, knows that it doesn't want it anywhere near you, doesn't want it around your body. And then later on, we found out through science that it is, in fact, unhealthy, and our instincts were right. Wow. So one of the few prejudices that human beings have that is actually justified. Think about that. Now, people are going to twist my words. I know they will. And they're going to say that I just hate all fat people, all disabled people. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate any person. I don't hate anybody. I hate Islam, but I don't hate Muslims. I hate fat acceptance attitudes and laziness, but I don't hate fat people. You can separate the ideology from the person, but the ideology is normally what drives the person. So if you need to know what makes a person tick and how to make them better and how to get them on the right path, you need to understand their ideology. And fat prejudice, I just explained it. It's natural. It's just natural. We don't want to be unhealthy. We don't want to be near unhealthy. And we see fat as unhealthy. A toddler, my toddler, my 3-year-old toddler, saw my wife just a couple of days ago, who is currently pregnant with our first son. And she goes, "Mommy, you're fat." And it's just it's a natural thing that children notice, and from the mouth of babes, you know? When she says it, it's cute. But when an adult says it, it's demeaning and it's insulting. So yeah, I'm not saying go through society and start shouting at fat people at your local Walmart, and I'm not saying that this video is a justification for disliking anyone, but dislike the ideology, dislike fat acceptance, dislike the ideology, love the person.